on, everybody? My name is Corey Edmondson, and I'm an artist from Pittsburgh, PA. And in this video, I'll be sharing with you 5 tips on how to improve your art while I paint this. Also, if you haven't yet, like and subscribe this channel. Get weekly videos. So let's go. Tip number 1. Learn the anatomy. Whether that be portraits, the figure, landscape, or still life, it helps to know what makes up your subject. It's not only good to make what we see, but also good to make what we know. Let's take a tree, for example. A tree's branches and leaves are bent and sporadic. So when we look at them, it can be overwhelming wanting to draw or paint every part. But since we know how it's made up, we can break down or combine those areas into simple marks or strokes. Plus, you'll save yourself a bunch of time. For me, my favorite subject is people. So knowing what lies beneath the skin gives me an advantage of how to bring my piece to life. Tip number 2. Experiment. Do something you've never done before. What haven't you done? Combine 2 of your favorite mediums, try a new medium, break the rules. Do something that takes you out of your comfort zone. We have to remember that art is not only for other people, but it's also an experience for ourselves. Challenging ourselves to do something different opens our minds to new possibilities and different ways to look at our art. It can help us overcome creative block, show us not only what we do like, but what we don't like, and builds confidence along the way. Tip number 3. Create a series. When we create a series, it can cause us to think of our pieces as a whole. This allows us to consider the meaning behind our pieces and how we want our work to impact others. Also, when we create a series, we can focus on a certain topic and explore different ways to tell a story. Art is not only about the technical side of things, but also about what we are saying. For example, realism. Someone can create an exact replica of their subject, but if we focus so much on the technical aspect, we can lose the feeling and the chance to show a part of ourselves. By the end of a series, you can look back at the first piece and see how that has transformed into your last piece. Tip number 4. Study other artists. Take a look at your favorite artists. Make a list and check it twice. What are some of the steps they took to get where they're at? Look at their journey and use that as guidelines for your next path, but don't marry it. Everyone has their own way. What work for them might not necessarily work for you. But learn from that. This goes back to experimenting. Take different elements of your favorite artist and combine them into your work. The word authentic goes deeper than reinventing the wheel. It's about taking something that was already made and finding out how you can use it in a different way. Your way. The first phone company was a Bell telephone company, not Apple. And look how Apple and other companies have used and took that idea to the next level. And last but not least, tip number 5. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Turn those losses into lessons. When we worry about how our piece is going to turn out, we begin to lose the experience. You'll be surprised when you're caught in the experience of your piece and how that can reflect to someone viewing your art. It may have not turned out how you expected, but you remember how it made you feel. But when does our piece ever turn out exactly how we plan in our heads? Never. Embrace that. Leave room for the unplanned. Leave room for the unexpected, because then we'll discover new ideas and new paths. And that concludes 5 ways on how to improve your art. First, learn the anatomy. Second, experiment. Third, create a series. Fourth, study other artists. And 5th, don't be afraid to make mistakes. Now enjoy the rest of the video. Alright, so as I was taking this tape off, this is what happened. Rip. You could see it right there. It's alright, it's okay. Carry on. taking time to watch this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you again on the next video as well. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below and what you guys want to see.